toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the East Carolina Pirates. The Pirates will kick it away to start us off. So Virginia's offense will get the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost.
Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Cavaliers headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. To run. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Cavaliers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Caught over the middle. It's Beebe. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively. Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So East Carolina's offense has the ball for the first time. Toss sweep to the left. He's in open space downfield. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Pirates can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Pulls and fired complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Pirates will have it first and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on fourth down. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Got it in the middle. It's Conway. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Trucks his way all the way down to the 3-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, East Carolina.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off play action on first down. Here comes the heat. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
The whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gashes the heart of the knee. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Back to pass, it's Strong. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Cavaliers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the lone running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Conway. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, ECU. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points, and you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Strong. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
He's got an open man. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught a little time, lets it go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off. The 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Cavaliers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Pirates are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Spins away from the defense. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Pirates trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'll go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a really good stop by this defense. Third down, they run the football, they're physical. You gave up some yards on the possession, so be it. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
East Carolina, 21, Virginia, 6.
And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to throw, it's Strong. Gets rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Cavaliers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pirates with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. That's the end of the period, and East Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Pirates pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Pirates! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to them. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cavaliers in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Back to throw. It's Strong. Oh, they're after him. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Man. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Defense in press coverage. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the...
Turning it on! Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The Pirates with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Still running at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, East Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue.
There he goes. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and This offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's proper.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another.
Makes the grab on the left side. Open spaces. Powers through. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is.